welcome to Young Kizzy, the one YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe button down below and turn on the bell icon. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section.
Diaspora. It is a beautiful evening here in Zambia. And what brings me here this evening? The electoral drama or the election drama has continued. So, as we all know, yesterday the courts were closed. There were statements stating that there was a security risk. Others were saying no, actually the courts are in recession and all sorts of things. Basically, I never even paid attention to the reasons why the courts were closed. It just didn't make sense, and I didn't want to get into the blah 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 kind of conversations. So because the courts were closed, Linda Kasonde. Linda is the former Law Association of Zambia president, former last president, and she has an NGO called Action Aid. So Linda Kasonde filed in the petition online, and then she says 3 times, or she tried to push for the electronic filing in, and then the email was bouncing back. So she tried several times and the email kept bouncing back, and then now she had no option but to send it straight to the Chief Justice, who is Mumba Malila. And today in the morning, there was this debate all across the country on social media, on blogs, to know whether it is legally right or it is legally acceptable to send a petition or to file in a petition through the Chief Justice or any other person. The Chief Justice personal emails, stuff like that. So now, personally, what I know, the judges, if in an emergency, you can actually take your documents or whatever it is straight to the judge's house for them to sign, or you can send something to them through WhatsApp or whatever. Just like a police call out can be sent through WhatsApp. You understand? You send it, and even it is taken as an officially delivered call out. That is what I know. As long as it has come to your WhatsApp and it has ticked, it reads that you have read that particular it has been delivered, then it is treated as it has been officially delivered. So anyway, this is the conversation that was there. But fast forward this evening, we saw a letter or a statement from the judiciary stating that Chief Justice Mumba Malila has actually acknowledged receipt of that particular petition from Linda Kasonde. So he has acknowledged that even though it was done irregularly, he has used his administrative powers to actually acknowledge that that petition, and then he has forwarded it to the relevant office where it should be whatever comes next. This is where the statement ended. So the Chief Justice had powers to actually reject the petition, looking at how it was irregularly sent to him, but he used his administrative powers and acknowledged that that petition, and then sent it to the rightful office that is I assume that is basically supposed to deal with a petition. But then again, what is of interest is immediately after that, we saw a statement from the secretary to the cabinet, Mr. Kangwa, alleging that as of yesterday, which was the deadline for the petitions to be filed in, there was basically no petition, no presidential petition. And then now I have questions. At what point Kangwa, secretary to the cabinet, doesn't work at the courts? He doesn't work at the judiciary. He's not part of the judiciary, so he cannot speak on behalf of the judiciary. I mean, the Chief Justice himself has acknowledged receipt of that petition. At what point does Kangwa come in? I mean, what is all this confusion? And then later, just minutes after Kangwa's statement, now we have seen all sorts of whatever on social media. We're going to go on with the inauguration, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. I mean, I have a question. Why is it that people are so scared of the petition? It doesn't make sense. Guys, you can't be spokespersons for the judiciary. The judiciary has issued a statement. The right thing to do is stay calm and wait for the judiciary to give us a response. Why are you speaking on behalf of the judiciary? Secretary to the cabinet, Bakangwa, is not a spokesperson for the judiciary. You understand? The judiciary has its own channels in how it communicates to the public. And that is exactly what we expect. Not having statements from Bakangwa. No, that's totally unacceptable. Or having statements from UPND cadres and whatever stooges. They're all over the place issuing all sorts of statements. Guys, the judiciary is there for a purpose. The fact that the Chief Justice, Mumba Malila, has acknowledged receiving this petition, we should have all simply kept quiet and waited for the next course of action from the judiciary, and not from cadres and not from secretary to the cabinet. You understand? But why are you trying to override your I don't even know what to say. Anyway, let's see this drama, because this is a very dramatic country where people overstep their boundaries. They go and get into other people's offices, then do duties that they're not even supposed to do, become spokespersons for the judiciary, and the judiciary has its rightful channels in which it should communicate to the public. And besides, Bakangwa, when the petitions were being filed in online, whatever, the petitions were not coming straight to the secretary to the cabinet. No, it was going through the judiciary. And Linda Kasonde rightly stated, or clearly stated, that she filed in before the expiry time, before midnight. She filed in before midnight, meaning she filed in within the stipulated time. And well, like I said, Chief Justice Mumba Malila has acknowledged receipt, and he has used his administrative powers to just channel the petition to the rightful office. Let's see how this thing's out. Bama tantrums, like seriously, we don't even have patience for tantrums anymore. Sometimes just let the law take its course. You understand? I don't know why people have issues with the law. I don't know why people have issues with the Constitution. Just follow the law. You know, it's not gonna hurt. Just respect the law. Respect people's offices. Let them do their work without any kind of interference whatsoever, or all sorts of statements here and there running wild like I don't know what has happened. Anyway, let's wait and see. Personally, whatever.
Oh my goodness.